Oh, won't you stay with me? 'Cause you're all I need. And this ain't love, it's clear to see. But darling, stay with me. Hey everyone, welcome back to the 20-Hour Ukulele Challenge, and the second song we're going to do is Stay With Me by Sam Smith. Uses same 3 chords as we used for the first 8 songs, really. There's one extra twist chord, E7, super fun to learn. Let's get into it. So, I'm going to start with A minor, middle finger, 2nd fret, 4th string. You count from the floor, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2nd fret, 4th string. Show a little closer. There you go. Nice big arch so you can hear all 4 fingers, or all 4 strings, excuse me. Once you got that, shake it out, and then put that finger back where it was and add the index, your pointer finger, to the 1st fret of the 3rd string, and 2nd string, excuse me. There you go. And then see if you can switch between the A minor and the F a few times. Once you've got that, you lift those 2 fingers and you go to the 3rd fret of the 1st string to give you the C chord. And a really good idea, if you can, is to try to keep all those fingers right over the frets they're going to play. See, even as I do the F and the A minor, the finger for the C is already there, and these 2 are staying like right over the frets. Look how close they stay. Look at that. They stay really close to where they're going to go, so it's really easy to go boom, boom, boom when you get a little quicker as you practice. So, just practice that cycle a couple times, switching those 3 chords. Because that's most of the song right there, so it's worth taking some time to just practice hearing every one of those really clearly and making sure the transitions are smooth. So let's pause real quick. You go ahead and work on that and come back when you're ready. Okay, awesome. Here we go. So, the song is very similar to our first song, Little Talks, except that the C is moved. We do what's called a push, where we take the chord. It'd normally be on a strong beat like the 1, and we move it back to the and of 4. We kind of move it forward a little bit to make it a little syncopated and janky and funky and stuff. So if I do it at speed, it's like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So that makes it just a little bit funkier. And to practice that, we're going to go really, really slow. So I'm going to count it with you. Count it with me. Use your mouth. Count out loud if you can. It really helps. And we'll do it really slow together. Ready? 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 1 more time. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So go ahead, repeat that a couple of times. If you need to, use the YouTube app to speed it up or slow it down as much as you need to so it feels comfortable and you can get good, clean transitions and everything lands right on the beat. So go ahead and work on that for a second, and we'll keep going when you're ready. Okay, let's keep moving. So, what happens in this song is that pretty much the entire song, you pretty much just do that chord loop. You just repeat that again and again. The ukulele part's real, real simple. What happens, though, is on the chorus, if you want to, there's an extra chord. So it's like, if you want to, if you know that, you can get up to speed. You're done. You know the whole song. You could just sing over that. If you want to get the chorus right, there's this E7 chord as a part of it. So I'm going to teach you that now, and then I'm going to teach you how to put it in the right place. Then I'm going to show you how the chorus goes. It's kind of like the 4-line structure we did before, so it'll hopefully be helpful. So go to a C chord, 3rd fret, 1st string, and you want to keep these 2 fingers hovering over your 3rd and 4th strings because we're going to use them. You're going to slide back a fret, so now you got the ring finger on 2. You're going to put the middle finger on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, just like our E minor 7 we did in the last lesson. You're going to add the index to the 1st fret of the 4th string. It'll sound like that. So take a second, really try to get that sound. I'll show you a little closer so you can see what the angle looks like. We have a finger there, and the middle finger on the 2nd fret. That string there is open, and then we use the 2nd fret there. There you go. So, once you've got that down, shake your hand out and rest it. Do that a lot. Then what's going to happen is we're going to play our A minor, then our F, then our C. And the E7 comes after the C. So if you need to, take a second and work on that transition from C to E7. And again, I highly recommend, even as you're doing the C chord, see how these fingers are almost in the shape of E7 before I even get there? I'm preparing way ahead of time. So all I gotta do is move my hand back and put the fingers down. It happens so quick. I can be like... It's a very useful thing because this transition happens a lot. So it's really good to get used to preparing it. So go ahead and just practice the C to the E7. And then to the A minor, you just pick up 2 fingers and move the middle finger over. It's very smooth. These finger rings are chosen for a reason because they're really easy if you learn them as the thing you start with. So now, let's try to just go through all 4 chords, all connected. So A minor, to the F, to the C, to the E7. Take your time. Take your time. Make sure you still got that chord right. If you struggle with it, don't worry about it too much for now. Like, try to improve it. If it's really frustrating you, give it a little bit of time. You can keep practicing this song and just let it be not quite perfect yet. Because if you keep practicing this one, it'll get better. Just make sure you're not leaning your fingers over too much to mute the open strings. You want to keep the fingers arched as high as you can. You just like sort of let things come forward like this, woo, and let the fingers curl over. And you play on the tips. This is the key right here. And you also turn your hands slightly. It's a really important motion for a lot of chords. You turn your hands slightly because it's kind of this radial twist. We call it wave to the queen. Wee. And then that lets the fingers, as you do that, when the fingers extend, they can go down the neck and get more in the position you need them to be in. You know, as opposed to if your wrist is straight, if your fingers go out, they just go over the side of the neck. Whereas when you turn this way, you can get things right up to the fret, and it's easier to play clean. So really keep working on that E7, but for now, do the best you can to just get all 4 chords clean. And then E7. So I'll pause, you can work on that. Great, now we're ready to move on. So, what's going to happen now is we're going to put that in the chorus structure. In the chorus, there's 4 loops. We just do the chord progression 4 times. The 3rd time, we add the E7 in. So we're like A minor, F, C, A minor, F, C, A minor, F, C, E7, A minor, F, C. And then the chorus is over. And it happens in the same place it happened in our last song that had a twist. It happens on the 3 of the 2nd bar. So let me kind of speed through to show you real quick, and then we'll count through it. So if I'm like A minor, F, C, yay, A minor, F, C, when I get to the 3rd line, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So go over just that transition a few times if you need to. Use the YouTube app to slow it down if you need to. Now, once you've got that, just that 3rd line in tempo, we're going to play through the whole thing. Again, I'll start with this really slow. You can slow it down even more if you need to, or you can speed it up. It's up to you. So here we go. 4 lines. 1 and 2, and here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 3rd line. 1 and 2, the twist is coming up. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So if you need to, stop, go back and practice that. One quick tip. A lot of times you can leave a chord early in order to get new stuff in place. This E7, some people get it really quickly. Some people take a little more time. One thing that will help is if you are like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and too, if before you need to, you kind of start moving back and start finding your position, you're more likely to land on time. It's better to be on time than it is to hit all the right notes. The loss of the timing tends to be really disturbing to the audience. So what I'd rather you do is like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, and you move, and you kind of drop this note a little early, because it's just one finger. If you just kind of like pick it up and start moving it back, this note's going to drop, but these 3 will still ring as long as you don't touch them. And it'll help you get in position earlier. So this is a really important concept of moving early when you can. This is a case where you definitely, if you need to, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and drop it and start moving, boom, so you can hit it on time. Obviously, you may need to slow it down and still build it up over time. That's fine. You can go to other songs. You can jump around. The more you work with these chords, the more comfortable they're going to get. So maybe you work on it a bit now. You improve it. You go to another song, you come back later. That's fine. You'll eventually get it if you stick with it. So now I'm going to play the song with the lyrics at tempo. You can slow it down if you need it to, but this is the tempo of the actual song. So here we go. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, won't you stay with me? 'Cause you're all I need. And this ain't love, it's clear to see. But darling, stay with me. One more time. Oh, won't you stay with me? 'Cause you're all I need. And this ain't love, it's clear to see. But darling, stay with me. There we go. So, repeat that. This video shot at 60 frames a second, so if you need to slow it down, you can do that and it'll still have smooth motion. If not, you can check out the next lesson, or you can check out the first lesson. But yeah, I hope you're enjoying the series. I hope you take the 20-hour ukulele challenge. Catch you later. Bye-bye.